2023.
Welcome, Daddy. We've done it.
Everyone give Emma a clap, boys.
Andrew, thank you. I'll have an award.
Lucas wants a round of applause, boys. Can you give her a round of applause? There we go. Right, 5 years, boys, we've been going now. As a team, some of us a bit longer. What a great season we've had. Okay? We're going to give the trophies, we're going to go one by one, both teams. But we're going to start off with a couple of trophies that was awarded at Wales, that the trophies weren't there. So we're going to start off by giving those out. Player of the tournament, remember. First one, for our team, absolutely amazing tournament he had. Scored a great goal in the final and led the team. That's Harry Smith. Harry and clap. It was player of the tournament that didn't get, wasn't it? It was,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was player of the tournament that
Didn't get, yeah.
They didn't get.
Alright. I think he was out last night.
Yeah, Zachary didn't get top goal scorer.
You are?
Zachary's was top goal scorer, wasn't it?
Yeah, sound. Alright, yeah, but that's not this trophy. So I'll just go with what's on the trophy.
What was missing?
Yeah.
The goal group missing as well?
So we've still
we're
still missing
an extra
golden
one
boot.
because it was split. That's right.
It was split, but we'll sort that
Yeah,
anyway.
we've not got that.
Yeah. Well,
Right, great.
Trophy guy's fault.
Yeah, we need to share one now. That's right. Okay.
obviously, again, player of the tournament for Steelers, wasn't it? Yeah, for the Steelers. Was outstanding, to be fair. He was brilliant all weekend. I made up for him, and yeah, so I just wanted to give you a trophy. Know where we presented it on that day. Round of applause, mate. Super. So we still all use that for a goal scorer, don't we? We do.
Right. You can only get better from here, can't you? Right, we're going to do our participation players. Player of the year. Right, this first one, this player has been an absolute pleasure to work with this season. Made such a big difference to the Eagles team all season. He's been consistent. He's been here since pretty much day one, tops I think, and his transition into a goalkeeper this year has been phenomenal. Lewis Poole, brilliant.
Right, first trophy for Steelers. Again, he makes an unbelievable difference to the team. When he joined us a couple of years ago, the transformation in the team, he gives the lads so much confidence when he's playing. And the odd couple of games when he's not played this season, there's a little buzz and a chatter amongst the team because they miss him so much when he's not here. I think this year he's really improved his distribution. Short game, long game's getting better. Lucas Hill, top keeper.
Well done, mate. Brilliant. Well done. Great season, pal. Well done.
Okay, next for the Eagles. This player, again, has had a great season. Been here since day one, whether he liked it or not, to be honest. And he's made huge progress this season. Sometimes his work rate and his performance is actually not always recognised by everybody because of the amount of work he does off the ball, but he's had a great season. Me and Steve definitely recognise it. It's Finn Melling. Well done, pal.
Great season, brilliant, well done. Okay, next up for the Steelers. This is his first season that he's played for the Steelers. Been an absolute pleasure to coach. Love him to pieces. You can see him, he's always listening, always taking in advice, brilliant. Doesn't say much on the park, but that will come. Mr. Versatile, we've played him everywhere. We've played him right back, we've played him centre back, we've played him left back, centre midfield, up front. I think the only position he's not played is in net. But every time, every week, he's an 8, he's a 9 out of 10, and that's Jamie. Well done, mate. Great season, pal. Superb. Keep it up, Jamie.
Smile, well done, Jamie. Smile, Paul.
Okay, next for the Eagles. I'm absolutely buzzing this kid's just won an award in Wales because it's been a difficult season for him, to be honest. He's had to work hard. We've had words, we've tried different ways, different approaches. His technical ability is unbelievable. He's probably been one of the most frustrating players to work with, to get him to believe in himself. So hopefully, by winning an award in Wales, is a catalyst for this next season for him to realise how good of a player he actually is. Pleasure to be around, such a lovely lad. No muscle.
Top season, mate.
Next award for Steelers. Again, another kid, absolute pleasure to coach. He's always got a bit of banter, always got a word for the coach, always got a little comment, but he's a bundle of laughs.
Always got a word for the ref.
Always got a word for the ref as well. You know what? His footballing brain, he really gets the game. He's so intelligent. He reads the game really, really well. He's going to be a top player. And like I say, super kid to have around the camp, Michael Smith.
He did when he said comment to the ref. Michael, are we mates? That's always a common thread with me and Michael, especially when I'm refereeing. Are we mates? Top man. Great season.
Not repping. Okay, next player for the Eagles, another first season. Pretty sure it's his first season. I'm looking in the plot. I think it's his first season. Pretty sure it's his first season. And he's been absolutely outstanding. The reason I don't know it's his first season because he feels like he's been around forever. Steady Eddie, plays in all different positions. Every single position he plays in Mr. Versatile, he gives it 100%. And he's never ever let his teammates down. He's been a pleasure to coach. See, that's George Ward.
Okay, so next up for the Steelers, love this kid, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. His enthusiasm for the game comes across every week. Touchline, interfield, he's laughing coaches at the side was he's shouting, and I love that. I love his enthusiasm for it. Improved so much this season as well. And the more he plays, the more he continues, and the practice. I know he practices week in, week out at home. His touch, all coming on. Brilliant. He's had a great season, Bo. Brilliant, mate.
Get that trophy. Okay, from a newbie to one of the originals. Again, I know this kid was definitely around at Wesley from day one. Another brilliant season. Confidence has grown. To be honest, he probably doesn't want the season to finish. He's actually grown into the season that much. His confidence, his dribbling, his speed, his power has really come on towards the end of the season. Not that he wasn't there already, but he's had a great season and put a really, really strong end to the season. Lucas Bevan.
Next one for Steelers. We say this every year about this kid. Captain fantastic. Always the first to pick the kids up when they're down. Always the first to offer encouragement. Always got a smile on his face. But I think for this season, what I'm most proud of about this lad is we found a new position for him. And he's absolutely commanded the middle of the park. His touch and his passing is getting better and better every single week. And his tackling and his commitment and his desire for the team has never ever been in doubt. Jack Smith, super season.
Okay, next for the Eagles, another stalwart, been here a long time. Love him to bits, funny. His effort, his ability is unbelievable. He's played lots of different positions. Again, like Phil just said, I think this season we found towards the end of the season a new position for him, which he's been playing out of his skin. I will never forget what happened in Wales, the absolute strength of character, which is for me all this grassroots football. The grassroots is all about. It's all about growing. It's all about learning. It's all about finding yourself in difficult situations that you come through. And this kid did that in Wales in abundance, but he's done it all season in a different position as well. Scored his penalty after missing the first one. Stuart Pearce, he'll be named as you know, Ollie Anderson.
Okay, next up for the Steelers. Again, this kid's been here since Wesley days, and great kid, love him. Got such a passion for the game. He's his own worst critic at times, and he lets that boil over. But as I said, I can't knock him. He's a fantastic footballer. He knows that. We say that to him week in, week out. That will come, no doubts. He'll learn how to channel his energy. But he's had a great season, been brilliant for us. That's Zachary Barrett.
Okay, on back to the Eagles. Another centre half, absolute man mountain. Mr. Consistent, one of the most technically gifted footballers in our team. Honestly, he really is. He doesn't realise how good his first and his second touch is. Lovely boy to have on the team. Lovely to be around. He's great for the boys. He puts his everything into every game. Go Crawley.
Next for Steelers, we all know what a top player this lad is. Unbelievable talent, technique, touch, striking of the ball. But I think for coaches, me and Chris, what he gives us and what he gives the Steelers is a desire, a willingness to win, a commitment up and down, front to back. And whenever we're in a bit of a hole, whenever we're backs against the wall, this lad always digs us out of it. Unbelievable. Harry Smith.
Well done, Harry. Speech.
Oh, it's like a seamless link. This next lad will definitely give a speech. He's been Mr. Consistent again all season and last year. He plays some of his best football on the left, but he loves playing up front. His partnership with Finn and with linking up with the likes of Harvey and other kids has been phenomenal. He's the calmest player on the pitch, which, given what goes on off the pitch, parents find it hard to believe that he has his own little struggles. But again, similar to Ollie, Wales will go down with me forever. It's one of my proudest moments. And for me, what it's all about is this kid stepping up, having to dig so deep to get the confidence to step up and take a penalty and battle his demons, and then slotted it, which, by the way, everyone knew he was going to score. But that just sums him up, and he's had a great season. Jensen. Go on, Jen. Go on, Jen. You got this. You got this.
Okay. Next up for the Steelers, top footballer. Love him to pieces. Direct, always direct with his play. Always gets at defenders. Loads of skills. Tries to get things outside, inside. Love him, as I say, got a real passion for the game, works tirelessly for us, up and down, left and right. He's a fantastic player, and he'll come on leaps and bounds. He'll keep growing and he'll keep doing the same. That's Lucas there.
Okay, boys, Eagles, another first season player and what a difference he's made to our team this season. This kid is mature beyond his years, and I mean that from both a footballing sense, but also in a non-footballing sense, on the field and off the field. I can't express how much of a difference he's made to his teammates around him. He's made that midfield position his own, which is, by the way, boys, the formation that we play is difficult for midfielders, and when we get to 11 aside, you've got 2 midfielders in there, we're going to really benefit. But everyone's worked hard. This
I heard we then.
grafted. This kid's grafted from minute 1 of the season to minute end of the season, and he gets his head up. Again, it's a natural ability. This sometimes you think we see things as coaches. It's a natural ability to get the ball, have a touch, and get your head up and pick the pass. And he's really drove and dragged his full team with him around that because of his calmness on the pitch. Jack Radley.
Then finally for the Steelers, this lad's first season with us, and he landed with an absolute bang. I think he scored a hat-trick in his first game. His technique, his ability, his pace, never in question. But I think what's happened throughout the season is his tenacity and his desire to win has grown, and he's really got stuck in. He's dug deep for us, and I think as well as that, I think he actually got our first and only yellow card of the season. We were well proud of it. Well done, Zach.
You know, goalkeeper, right? Don't play cricket.
It's not basketball.
Okay, mate. Well, we are, but...
You don't know that.
Yeah, I'll say a few words.
Okay, two more words from the Eagles. This next player, I honestly don't think there's a player that's happier to be involved with the squad and to do so. He's that laid back. I'm not sure where he gets it from. He's the most laid back kid in the entire setup. It's really strange to be watching parents. But he loves being involved. He gives 110% every time. He's every training session, every tournament, every event, he's there, and he's trying his hardest, and he's having a really good progressive season. So he only started football relatively late compared to the boys that started at Westley, and he's come into it, but he loves being around, and he's always got a smile on his face. It's Albie.
Alright, Steelers, we've got obviously a few missing today, so we've got Will, and we've got Dom and Josh, haven't we? Obviously, I won't say too much why they're not here, but all 3 of them fantastic, brilliant. As a squad, they've been fantastic, haven't they? You know, all together. But with Will, he's a goal scorer. Always will be a goal scorer. Just wished he believed himself in a little bit more. Josh has had a phenomenal season. He's been fantastic. Plays that centre back role for us. He is outstanding. He's been like Yap Stam there at the back for us. Dom's always been honest with us. His first sport is cricket. That lad will play for England cricket. No one, 100% he'll be representing England in cricket. When he has been down and he's representing the town, he's been brilliant, an absolute pleasure. So just for them 3, let's just give them a round.
Okay, final one for the Eagles who's here today. This boy again has been around since day dot at Westley. We've got photographs of him with our Finn, age 2 and a bit from Westley. And to be honest with you, he's my biggest achievement down at Abbott Town. What he's done, what he's worked, what he's put in, and the rest of you boys as well actually, because we've had challenges, we've had learnings, we've had to accept some differences, but the way as you've all come together as a team, not just to support this boy, but the way he has progressed and played has been my highlight of my time at Abbott. Onto this season, he has been Mr. Consistent. Again, he started as a centre forward, but he's played left back, and he's one of the most consistent defenders you've got. He will put his heart on the line and run through a brick wall for his teammates. Okay, We've had to have words with the referees sometimes before the game just to warn them that you might get a bit of back chat, but towards the end of the season that's not happened, has it? So he's really grown this season, he's had a great year, and I hope that continues. Matt Dobson. Okay, just to finish off, a couple of boys from the Eagles who aren't here. Declan, we gave him his award for top goal scorer out in Wales. Sad to see Declan go, but he's going with our blessing, signed for Morecambe. He's going to give it a go with Morecambe this season. He's been a bit of a game changer in terms of his effort and his desire and his support for the boys. But we're also looking forward to watching the boys next season play and grow without him, because always there's a gap that gets left in life by somebody else has got to step into it and fill it up, and that's what's going to happen with you boys. He's been fantastic. And the other one is sat now, again, been around forever. Part of the tasks of going through man of the matches, I had the envious task of scrolling through all the WhatsApp messages on the football group back to September last year. And there's a couple of things I noticed, and one of them was actually that Harvey broke his elbow, I think, at the start of this season, so he only actually started playing Christmas time, and he was definitely next. His technical ability, I know you boys love playing with Harvey, because similar to Jack Rad, he brings you into the game, he gets his head up, gets his foot on the ball, and he'll pass and play triangles. So round of applause for Harvey and Declan. Cool. Right, so this is the worst bit for the coaches, because it's hard to give individual awards because we're all a team. Okay, so that's the most important bit for us, the contribution of a team. Okay. No one saw that. We'll get that changed. Right.
Use it to hide stuff. Yeah. Dropped it.
Stash things in there. Right, okay, so Eagles this season, don't know why, but every game, the next year it becomes competitive football. So all the time up until this point we've been playing non-competitive football, which is get the ball down, try, play, express yourselves, doesn't matter, the results don't matter. And to be honest, next season doesn't really matter that much either, but it does become competitive. So there'll be a league table with points. We kept a record, and I tend it to stay every week. I tend to stay every week, and this sums up how good of a season we had, because we talked about it being a season of two halves really for the Eagles. Before Christmas, if you remember, it's been a long season as well. It feels like it's been a really long season. Before. It's been a long season because of the World Cup and splitting up. But before Christmas, we was top of the league. In terms of the full season for the Eagles, bear in mind that the last few games of the year was a cup competition where we was against boys in the top tier, and we didn't do great. To be honest, we lost all 3 games in that group. So bearing that in mind, we played 24, won 14. Drew 2 and lost 8. We scored 76 goals as a team, conceded 63, so a goal difference of plus 15. So that just shows the progress this team has made over the year. Bear in mind that 3 of them defeats came in the cup competition against the top tier team at the end of the season. So it's been an incredible season. We also did the goal scorers because we knew we were going to do a top goal scorer award, and there's goals shared out across the entire team, which is what we like. Declan nicked it because we stopped at the end of the season. Closely followed by 1 to Jensen, and just then by a further 3 to Tim. And all the boys in the team, I think, scored for the team. So really good season. This award is the Parents Player of the Year. Now, every year the 4 coaches we'll have a chat when we're picking our coaches player. We'll never pick the same player for coaches player as the parents, because we don't think that's fair. Not tonight. We never do it. We've never done it, and the reason is because it's good to get a parent's view, and actually parents are very aligned with what the coaches see on a week-by-week basis. So the player who's won the Parents Player of the Year for the Eagles this year, his first year down, he said before, he's been phenomenal. Sometimes he doesn't notice, but his work rate in the middle, his vision, his passing, his bringing, his link-up play has been an absolute godsend to our team this season. That's Jack Radley.
I just want to piggyback a bit on the bit that Danny just said there. Me and Chris haven't got stats. No, we didn't do any of that.
We ain't statos.
We didn't do any of that. But what I would like to say, and I said it to these lads a few weeks ago when we went out for a quiet beer. Just want to say how proud I am of the group and what we've brought as a collective. We've done it different as coaches to pretty much anyone else within the sections. We've always gone on equal ability, and that's what we've done. And I think we can be dead proud of the fact that we've had two teams competing in that second tier that are both probably in the top three of that section. And that for me has been my sort of proudest moment at how we've done it as a group and how these guys have led it and how they've competed in a real competitive division. And both teams have absolutely shone. So for me, I'm super proud of that. Parents player for us. It's brilliant to see the recognition that this lad gets, and it's from the kids, it's from the parents, it's from us. He drives us on every week, as we've absolutely said. Unbelievable talent, his commitment to the team, and you know what? He's growing in his role as a leader of our team as well. He started to encourage. He started to drive the lads on and get everybody up, and that's what we want out of this kid, because we know what a super footballer he is. Parents player for this season, Harry Smith.
Cool, right, on to the most man of the matches of the season. To be honest, I was a bit surprised when I counted all these up. Pleasantly surprised, because it shows the consistency of the team that the Eagles have been this season. Every player's got the man of the match, okay, throughout the course of the season. It shows that everyone's the contribution to the team. Nobody's run away with it, and to that point, we've actually got 3 joint winners on equal number of man of the match games up until the final game of the season, which was, I think, was Moss Bank away. So the first player, I'm dead chuffed for this lad, because I've said before how much he puts into the team, and he missed out on top goal scorer by 1. And to be honest, we as coaches, I know you've done top goal scorer for that reason, that you've gone most improved, because sometimes players might play out of position, so it's hard for them to score most goals if they don't play up front. I know I said it in Wales, how am I going to score most goals if playing defence? So, but then at the same time, it's something that's always happened. But this player missed out by 1, and he has played out of position on the left-hand side of what he's been in. So influential to our team, Jensen. Next player. You got one of these. You got one of these.
We've got one here.
Oh, good. Next one. Again, delighted for this lad, and a little bit surprised, to be honest, because on the way home from football, every single week, he falls out with me in the car and says to me, "You've never given me a special mention. You don't give me a special mention." Every single week. So I was a bit surprised that he was in the list, but before, when we had that spell before the Christmas, he was top goal scorer by some way. His progress this season has been phenomenal, and he won a couple of man of the matches around that time. His contribution to the team was so big. It's been Melly.
And it doesn't get noticed all the time. And I know Danny doesn't notice it all the time.
Okay, third and final one for man of the match. I've said quite a lot about this kid already. It's been his first season down, and again, I'm delighted he's won this, because between the three of them, I think it shows the level of consistency and influence on the team as a whole. For three very different ways, by the way. Finn, like Steve said, we'll put the graft in up front and defend from the top. Jensen's a flair player, brings a player. This kid is like the glue that brings the team together from front to back. Jack Radley.
Yeah?
Go on now.
Right, so we wanted to do a most improved player this season. Reason being, we wanted to make sure that this kid got some recognition, because he's come on leaps and bounds. Definitely this season, he's been fantastic for us. For those who started out back in under sevens, will remember this kid, and I don't know if everybody remembers Shabba. Yeah. So this kid drove Shabba to the edge massively. Shabba in the end said, "I can't handle this, I'm off," and left me to it. So, but he's a fantastic kid. He's so committed. He's a great footballer. Really is a good footballer. He's so strong in the tackle. Reading of the game this season's been fantastic. And again, he's moved from different positions. He's played at centre forward earlier on, like when we was under sevens, under eights, under nines, and then he's played centre midfield. This year we've been playing him as a centre back, and he's been fantastic. Sweeps across the back, his reading of the game. More importantly, his touch, his pass. He finds a pass. He's unbelievable. And more importantly as well, it's the mentality side of it as well. He's now starting to learn and channel that energy. I was talking about it before with Zachary. He was one of the kids, when we were younger, he would lose his head, and once we lost him, that was him gone, and it was very difficult to get back, and we've not had to deal with that this season at all, have we? And he's been a real pleasure to coach. Unfortunately, he's not here today, but as I say, most improved this year is for Josh. Thought he's been brilliant.
Okay, player's player. This is where it gets exciting, because this I think is really important for you boys to know who on your team you voted for and who's voted for you and who's a standout player. Sometimes it's a surprise, sometimes you know that someone's going to drag you over the line, someone's going to do something, but who's there every week, who's consistent, and this, I'm absolutely delighted that this player has won player's player, because again, it shows to me that you boys know what you're on about when you look at football. Louis Poole.
Okay, it's back to me again. So obviously, Steelers player of the year. As Danny just said, this is from players people you play with week in, week out, and this is what people think of you. And it comes across like, you know, parents have been thinking it. It's so good when you've got fellow teammates who think that highly of you. So I think this is quite a special award for me. This kid's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal all season. And as I say, he drags us up, doesn't he, Phil? We've said it every week, week in, week out. We find ourselves might be in a bit of a hole, and this is where he stands out. This is where he digs in and he rallies the troops, and he's getting better and better at that. He's getting more vocal with that. His talent is there for everyone to see, and it's nice when his fellow teammates have shown that, like I say, in the vaults, and they've picked him out today. Players Player of the Year, Harry Smith.
I'm calling the ball.
Okay, final award for the Eagles is the Manager's Award. Again, normally boys, this is the hardest trophy to give, because We see you every week. We see how much you contribute. We see how much every one of you've got your own little challenges in your head, your own little quirks. So we see that every week. But actually, this season couldn't have been easier for us, and we probably knew who this was going to be before Christmas. If I'm being honest, this lad has been the difference he's made to our team this season in particular has been phenomenal. Not recognising man of the matches, hasn't got that many man of the matches because on a game by game situation, that somebody might have scored goals, so they might have made a difference. That happens, but throughout the course of the season, the confidence he's brought to you boys, and the ability that everyone does have to take turns winning goals, and how well he's done, his progress this season as a goalkeeper has been absolutely unbelievable. He's a top goalkeeper, and he's been the captain of the team, and he's led by example. Lewis Cole. The other one will have to do a speech as well. Cheers.
So finally for Steelers, our manager's player, and it's honestly this has been such a tough decision because of the outstanding football our team's played this season, because of how well we've done, how well we've competed. Every single one of the lads has contributed to this. So really difficult to award. But when Chris and I spoke, there's been one lad that has been Mr. Consistent all season. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, every game, wherever you play him. And I think more than that, he takes everything in. He's always making eye contact, he's always listening. Whatever you tell him, he'll take onto the pitch. He's been an absolute pleasure to coach. It's been his first season with us, and he's really held the team together at times. I don't think he's lost the ball once, I don't think he's misplaced a pass, and I definitely know he's not missed a tackle. Yeah. Jamie, he's been out there.
Can I just add, this kid's an absolute pleasure to coach. All right, Wednesdays, Saturdays, any bit of instruction or anything, he's listening, and when he listens, he just looks at you. You can see he's taking everything in. He's taking everything in. Any bit of instruction he takes in, and he's been an absolute pleasure. So I'm delighted that he's got that award. Well done, Jamie.
Jurgen Klopp's recruitment policy, I think it's every boy that's come in this season has made a big difference. So well done, boys. That concludes our presentation. We'll get your footballs out. Go and have a game. We'll have a Dad's Beat Lads game in a bit. We'll smash you again.
Well done, boys.